Sifu Raphael is the founder and host of Coaching Call, Heroes Rising, The Seer Show, and New Tip Daily. He works with individuals, groups, and businesses and helps them find clarity, purpose, and understanding of who they really are in business and personal life. Sifu Raphael has used his skills to develop a variety of multifaceted businesses in the martial arts and fitness industries. He owns and operates a 10,000 square foot martial arts and fitness facility in New York. Jose Escobar is an award-winning, nationally recognized personal development speaker, published author, and sales professional. He leads compelling, high-level communities consisting of entrepreneurs and advanced leaders through his two business models, the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf and the Connected Leaders Academy. He is also the co-host of Heroes Rising.
Jose, happy Friday, my friend. How are you doing today?
Happy Friday. I am super fantastic, excited about today. Today's show is going to be phenomenal. We were just chatting with our guest today in the back, and everyone's in for a treat, so I'm thrilled.
Yeah, likewise. Let's do it. Let's bring them in. We have Naomi and Divine. Ladies, welcome. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, and thank you for having us on today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We want to get right into the meat of this incredible thing. Today, we're going to talk about connections and fitness. And when you consider it, it's a great blend. I want to introduce you to somebody that I just met. And I got to tell you, I fell in love with what she's doing, the way she's doing it, and the way she presents herself. Divine, I'm going to mess this up and she's going to fix me. Onyeleonu, I think, is a visionary Nigerian-Canadian businesswoman. She possesses extensive experience in business management, development, and administration. Her impressive resume stems from her diploma in business management from Oxford College and her work experience as an executive assistant, inventory general manager, and office manager. Divine has mastered the art of digital business management, excelling at effective team management and reducing operational expenses while maintaining high satisfaction levels. Divine, I am so thrilled to have you on the show with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Shifo.
It's a pleasure. Do us a favor for everybody. Just put your information in the private chat and we'll share it when we have you up. Divine, the stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for having me. And I'm just excited to, be in this room today. And I hope that I get to learn a lot from the other guests and also from Jose. I've met with Sifu last week, and I hope to learn more from this conversation because it's kind of like a give and take. Mm-hmm. I give away my knowledge and I also get from others as well. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. So tell us what your thoughts on the connections between fitness and connecting with individuals.
Okay. Fitness. Okay, so I have always tried my best as much as I can to be as fit as possible, although it's a challenge. But one thing that I would note down is that in the fit, when you get fit or when you are fit, I guess physically, it also builds a lot of your confidence, the way that you talk to people, the way that you interact with people. I think that just making sure that you have a healthy working lifestyle helps you connect better with other individuals, whether it's in terms of business. It builds your self-confidence. It just builds a lot of things for you. So I would really like to get a feedback on the other guests and other people on the show to kind of understand what their take is on that and see where this conversation heads from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Awesome.
I have a whole thing that I want to get into. Maybe if you want to, I can go next. And what happens is we can have a discussion about what I'm going to talk about. Would that be okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Jose, you don't have to introduce me, man. You know, if people don't know who I am by now, let's go. So I want to talk to you guys today about something that is so dear to me. And for me, it's business, right? So I'm excited to talk to you about the business of fitness. The fitness business is booming globally and it's growing every single day. It's getting bigger than ever. I want to share some numbers with you, and I want you to consider reassessing your thoughts on business as a business. So think about health clubs, fitness clubs. That industry alone in 2022 earned over $30 billion. The sportswear market amounted to approximately, hold on to your pants and your tights, $319 billion. That's US. Now let's talk about the global fitness equipment, the home fitness equipment. That is $11 billion. And just the global fitness equipment overall was $39 billion. All these numbers were from 2022. Can you imagine what it's growing? So here's some market trends that I want to talk to you about. These are market trends that are growing. Health and wellness awareness, increasing the focus on preventive healthcare, influencing social media on fitness trends. I want you to consider all the different things that are going on in the world currently when it comes to fitness. Everything that we do every single day, it's the actions. It's, well, for me personally, excuse me, this thing fell out of my ear. For me, it's always about my actions, the actions that I take every single day. So when we think about preventive health care, influence on social media, on all the different fitness trends, let's look at the revenue streams from different types of memberships, from gyms, fitness centers, subscriptions. Online it's blowing up. Online fitness platforms are incredible. Think about the sales of fitness equipment, the apparel, the accessories, every little thing. Water bottles. Look, water bottles. Who thought that we would have water bottles? And that's a whole new, I didn't even tell you how much they make. Think about the technology, things that you can buy for your app. You can work out at home. You don't have to go to these places, but everywhere. It's exploding all over. So think about the trackers, the smart devices. They're even doing, if you've seen the mirror thing, they're doing virtual reality type of fitness. So you can have an experience at home with a trainer. You can put on VR and work out. I have a friend of mine is an VR fitness trainer. He makes a bundle. Consider all the specialty places, a yoga place, a spin place, a HIIT place, personal training places, every and any community that can incorporate fitness, they're doing it. Why are they doing it? Because it's a business investing. Business people are now understanding that if you do not invest in your staff and helping them, how many times can you go to your, can you call in sick? And then they're going to go, what's going on with you? And now the really good businesses, what they're doing is they're saying, we need to get you on a health program. So they're going to pay for your gym membership. Did you know that you can do that if you work for a corporation? Some corporations have a gym on premises and you get a free membership. So a lot of corporations are partnering up with fitness providers. For example, employee wellness programs. The reason they do this is to boost productivity. And think about it. A lot of insurance companies are now understanding that if you're fit, it's going to save them money. So they're even helping you pay for some fitness. Insurances will give you a credit nowadays to go to the gym. So there's no reason why we should not be taking advantage of it. But when we think of the business aspect of it, there is so much potential. Advertising, you can monetize in so many different ways, because guess what? Gyms need to advertise. If you're in the marketing business, you can help a gym. If you're in photography, you can do photography. You can do videos. You can do all different things. So there's revenue for everyone. I want you to consider the future outlook. As we continue to grow with our health awareness, increases in integration, think about AI and data analytics for personal fitness. We are going to be blurring the lines between fitness, wellness, and healthcare. I got to tell you, I am booked for all my one-on-one training and my corporate training. I have people coming all the time. I can't even serve them. That I had to hire. I'm looking, actually, if you know anybody, I'm looking for people to hire because the demand is so high. I cannot train everyone. I can do group classes, but how many group classes am I doing? Not only that, but I have a lot of corporate accounts that I'm also facilitating. So the dynamics of health is big business. Here's what really, really concerns me. The market size, I want you to take a look at this. The market size for fast food industry, it was $331.41 billion in 2022. So if you own a burger joint or anywhere, you're making a lot of money. But the fast food industry is actually, you know who they're feeding? The fitness industry. As it keeps creating a need for those who go on yo-yo diets. Stop your yo-yo diets, because they need to get in and out of shape. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they'll do it for short term. And then what winds up happening? They fall off the wagon. They go to fast food. They do all these different things. And then guess what? They go rejoin a gym. They get a trainer. So they keep putting money into the fitness industry. Should you be in the fitness industry? I know I am. Why not? There's so much money to earn, but it's not the money for me. It's about me changing lives. So how can we become truly aware of our own value? It means being fit all the time. Listen, sometimes making a bad food choice, that's okay. If you do it once in a while, if you do it more than once a week, whoa, stop it. Stop it. I love you. I want you to be around. I don't want to visit you in the hospital because you're tied up to some machine that's helping you because you have high cholesterol or all these different negative things that are happening in your life. For me, I love working out. There is no question. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing currently, besides going to 3 different gyms every day. I said when I was a young kid, I used to do 500 push-ups a day. And I said, yeah, I got to get back to that. So currently I'm about 250 every day. Yesterday, I wound up doing 320. Today, I'm up to 200 and change every day. And I'm going to get back by the end of the year. I will be back at 500 push-ups, and I will never let that go. The push-ups are not for anyone but this guy, because I love a challenge. I want to leave it there. And any questions or anything, but can you believe how the fast food industry is making the fitness industry so much more? What do you think? Come on, people.
I mean, that was that was a load of information.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a load of information for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's like when you talked about it, like how can you do that? It's like consistency and persistence. It doesn't matter if you're in fitness or in business. That's the same, the same principles that would work. I mean, if you are consistent and persistent, what you do, if I'm consistent, like, getting clients for your show, I'm going to make money. That's the same for the fitness industry.
Mhm.
If you are consistent and persistent, you will be fit, you will be healthy, and you can do more in life and you can achieve more in life. So for me, that's my motto in life as well, like being consistent and persistent, whatever I do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna say also discipline as well, because I came across a video yesterday where the guy was talking about, at the start of the year everybody gets motivated. I want to get in the gym. I want to, they create a New Year resolution and they say I'm gonna be fitness this year and all of that stuff, and then they start subscribing to YouTube channels, fitness shows to kind of get an understanding of how you can get a fit body, and then they start 1 month in, they get exhausted and they go back to their lifestyle because you're trying to do everything at once. So instead of trying to find the motivation, you find discipline instead. Discipline step by step in just maintaining that consistency that Noemi, sorry about that, Noemi mentioned, is really the key for any kind of thing. And fitness is like, it's without a question. My mom also calls me every single day, are you doing the right thing? Are you making sure you're eating healthy? Like, just maintaining that good lifestyle and this consistent flow of just staying healthy is also, even as a business person, keeping that healthy mindset. Like, I've seen posts like, if you feel like you're having mental block, or you feel like you're having design block or productivity block, work out. Going out for just daily walks to clear your mind, and just maintaining, instead of just cramming yourself up. Because I see a lot of business people, when they are so focused on the goal of, I want to make $100,000 in a month, or I want to make sure I grow my revenue by this amount or that amount this month, they get so crammed up in their own personal or business goals that they forget everything else. But it's not healthy. That's not a healthy lifestyle that you should live. At some point, go out, even if it's for 10 minutes every single day, walk around, exercise, keep a healthy lifestyle, eat well. Even if you are just once in a while you go out and you grab McDonald's or whatever, it's okay. But if you keep having to do that consistently every single day, that's a cause for alarm. So creating a healthy workspace around you impacts your business in so many different ways. Like I said, when I started, working out and just maintaining that healthy lifestyle also affects your confidence in a lot of ways. I fell off the wagon last year. Like, I was literally so focused on my business that I would literally sit at home for the whole week, working from 7 a.m., sometimes 6 a.m. to 12, 1, sometimes 2 a.m. the next morning, and just focused on my business. And I felt it. Like, I felt it so bad that my health, everything, and my business wasn't getting better because I was so just centered on that goal. But the moment I said, you know what, maybe I just need to take a little step back and go to the gym, go out for walks when my head's crowded. The work that I used to do that would typically take me 3 or 4 hours to accomplish, because I took that break and I went out and walked out and come back in, the amount of time I used to do it before lessened. I Instead of taking 3 hours or 4 hours, it shrunk down to 20, 30 minutes, because of just maintaining that healthy workspace, clearing your head when it's needed. Creating that perfect healthy environment around you is really, really super important, and it's going to affect your business and your personal lifestyle as well. That's my tip. So maintain that discipline, be consistent, and take breaks as much as you need.
Without a doubt. One of the things that motivation will get you to the gym, motivation will not keep you there. Consistency, dedication. Think about 10 years from now. How much more do you want to weigh? 50 more pounds? Or do you want to be fit? When should you start going? 20 years ago. We're not there now. How about today? Okay, maybe today's all booked. How about tomorrow? Maybe you can't go to the gym. Maybe you do it today, 5 minutes. Cinco minutos solamente. So guess what? Guess who posts a 5-minute workout every day? And you can all come watch. You can join me every day. I move. Why do I move? Is it because I'm Colombian? I don't know. Why do you move? I just like moving. You know, I think that, and you're right, Divine, because if you're focused only on your business, you're forgetting the number one most important person in your business, the CEO, the most important person in that room, in that office, on that chair. Who says you can't get up? You know, you probably got up to go get food. You should have done some lunges on the way, right? You should have done jumping jacks when you got there. But we don't think of that because we're so ingrained in what we're doing that we forget this person. You're beautiful. You matter. And you're worth more. And your health is the most important business you can be concerned with. Everything else, hey, guess what? How much concern are you going to be about sending out an email if you're hooked up to a machine in the hospital? Are you going to worry about an email then? I don't think so. Right? That's
I
me.
want to quickly say something to what you said on motivation, right? Motivation gets you in the gym, but it won't keep you there. I think that's brilliant. I think that's so true because motivation doesn't last, right? Like Zig Ziglar always talks about, it's the inspiration. We have to be inspired. Inspired work is what lasts, and that usually is directly tied to your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? So if you have some extreme clarity and a laser focus on your why, that's going to keep you inspired, right? Because that is the true essence of longevity, of commitment, of follow through, is inspiration. So motivation is cool and it's nice, but can't rely on that.
No, not at all. It's, you know, and it's that habit, right? And when you create a habit, make it easy to do. Listen, if I know of a person that lost a little bit over 100 pounds, do you know what they did? They lost 1 pound at a time. They lost half a pound at a time. They went to the gym. They didn't even work out. They went there. So they created the habit of showing up. If you don't show up, that's where the problem is. You don't even have to go to the gym. Take a walk after your meal. Most people, what do? They eat, put the TV on, chill. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a detriment to your future. If you want to be in business, will you let your health take you away from your business? Or will you let your health elevate your business? That's how I feel about health and fitness, and also the connections you talked about. If I want to connect more with people, I want to be able to move with people. Imagine I go to an event and they say, yep, you can go and, you know, at the top of the stairs, 3,000 stairs, you're going to be the winner that we're looking for today. And you go, I don't think I can make 3,000 stairs because I can't even make 3 flights up. It's not going to happen for you. But if you're constantly moving your heart is all about you. That's your fitness right there. Move your heart. Hug more. I want to introduce Jose really quick, and then Jose, I'm going to switch it up, and then you'll introduce Noemi. And what I want to do is, Jose, to me, he is truly exceptional. He's at a different level than a lot of people because he thinks outside of the box, right? So for me, Jose is somebody that I said, hey, Jose, I need a co-host. And he was smart. He didn't say yes, though he's here today. He did not say yes. He said, let me think about it. Let me make sure that I can be there. And then he came back and thank God, he said yes. So Jose is an award-winning, nationally recognized personal development speaker. I think 8-time published author, over 25 sales professional experience. He's a husband and father of 5 children. So he knows how to be a leader, especially with 5 children. But he doesn't just think business. He thinks family. He's definitely a family man. He just came back from a couple of weeks of vacationing with his family, right? Because that is important. He leads high-level communities consisting of entrepreneurs and advanced leaders through 2 multi-6-figure business models, the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf and the Connected Leaders Academy. Jose is exceptional in his presentations, where he has reached audiences collectively over 30 million and radiates through his dynamic coaching programs, inspiring international 300 plus entrepreneurs and executive clientele to master their personal and professional excellence. I want to share with you this really cool video. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're a growing tribe, a community of entrepreneurs all over the world, globally, all across the country, high performers, titans of industry. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more clients, more money, more profit, the bottom line, and of course, grow your circle and your network like never before, this is where you want to be. Join the Connected Leaders Academy today. We are scaling massively. We want to welcome you in. Check me out on Instagram and on Facebook, the @ JAESCO25. We look forward to having you join us. Take care.
I love that commercial, Jose. You're muted, my friend. You're muted.
My name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy.
Somebody's playing it again. They didn't get enough of it.
All over the world, globally.
Are we good? Can you hear me?
I can, but somebody's playing your video again. Oh, there you go. We can hear you now.
Okay. That was yeah, I was only laughing. You didn't want to hear me laugh, so. All right. Well, I will let me look at the clock here. I want to make sure I'm running good on time. Okay. So I have a general idea of how long I have. I'm not going to make sure I go too long. I'm going to make it semi-interactive, but I'm going to share with you a little bit of a story, as I also share with you a couple of nuts and bolts and ideas when it comes to fitness, right? Because I'm no stranger to fitness. I've been in the martial arts space for many years, training. I've been I've completed successfully 75 hard 4 times. I don't know if anybody has heard of 75 hard. And let me, before I actually get into that, I'll tell you exactly what it is, but I've completed that 4 times. I used to be a personal trainer, believe it or not, at Bally's Total Fitness back in the day, a long time ago. So I do know a thing or two about fitness, but as anybody, right, we're all fallible. We all have the ability to not follow through on things that we know we should. I have been very guilty of going 75 hard and then after that going 75 soft. Right? So I have been very guilty of being committed and consistent to health and wellness and then not caring for 3 months or 4 months and getting completely out of shape again and having that yo-yo kind of a lifestyle, right? To where you're fit and then you're not, and then you're fit and then you're not. So it's really, when I'm telling you what I'm telling you as I speak to myself, right? Because sometimes we have to talk about the things that are difficult to talk about. And fitness is one of them, because we all understand how important health and wellness is, right? If there is no health and wellness, there is no me. And if there's no me, there's nothing else that comes after that I'm a part of, right? From my family to my business to serving my clients and you name it. So it is very, very important that we all are very much aware of where we are. So step 1 is take self-inventory and ask yourself, where are you in terms of your situation with your health? Give yourself a rating. 1 to 10. 10 being I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm exactly where I need to be. Or 1 is you are a couch potato and you've grown roots into your couch and you can't really leave it for very far. And the only time you leave your couch is to get another beer or a glass of wine and a burger. And that's where you are, right? And it doesn't really matter where you are, because the thing that truly matters is what you're going to do about it and where you want to head, because you have the ability, and for those of you who might not have thought this, you have the ability to change your circumstances. That's the good news. The not so good news is a bitter pill to swallow. And the bitter pill to swallow is you are exactly where you are right now because you choose to be there. I will say that again. Not many people will accept that statement, but I'll say it again. And a great mentor of mine told me this statement a long time ago, and it stuck with me. You are where you are right now because you choose to be there. So if you want different, choose different. And it starts with a choice. I'm choosing today to change my life. I'm choosing today to be healthier. And the choice is followed up by action. And the action is followed up by a commitment. And when you're fully committed with the action, you must have a high level threshold for discipline. To be consistent. And guess what happens after due time? You find yourself where you want to be. So in my case, back in 2019, I decided I was completely out of shape. I was like 228 pounds, and I'm 6'1", and my walk around weight should be 195. And I'm at 228. I said, what in the world happened? I just looked up and I was overweight. And it's amazing, if you're not paying attention, if we're not going uphill, by default, we're doing what? So you're going up or you're going down. There is no such thing as neutral. There is no coasting. You don't coast in life. You're either improving or you're decaying. It's that simple. In your relationships, in your spiritual life, in your business, in your health, you're either improving or you're going downhill. It's just that simple. So I knew that my health was not where it needed to be. So I said, okay, I'm going to do something about it. And I started this journey of a program called 75 Hard. If anybody hasn't heard of this program, I want you to go to the following website. It is www.andyfrisella.com. Andy Frisella, Frisella, andyfrisella.com. And then click on 75 Hard. Once you go to the page, there's going to be a little section there where you find the program called 75 Hard. Click on that, and it'll tell you exactly what that program entails. And it costs you nothing. There is no charge to do the program. Or you can check out 75hard.com. And for the record, I get no commission for telling you this. I'm only telling you this because I did it and it changed my life, literally, when it comes to my health. So I think we all, every year, should have a period of a reset where we have to reset ourselves, right? And I do 75 Hard now like once a year, approximately, sometimes twice, as just a healthy reset. So what exactly is it? Marianne Pageant, good to see you. And Marilyn and Robert and all of you who are here, thank you for being here. Keep the comments going, love it. So, very simple. 75 Hard is 6 things you have to do every single day for 75 days straight, no matter what. Monday through Sunday, every single day for 75 days straight. If you miss any one of these 6 things, even for a little bit or the slightest bit, you have to start back from day one, right? So what are the 6 things? No particular order. I'm just going off of my recollection. You have to work out twice a day. And each workout has to be 45 minutes apiece. Now, there's details in between this information, right? It's not that simple. So the two 45-minute workouts have to be separate. They cannot be put together back to back. You can't say, oh, for the sake of time and convenience, I'm going to knock out 90 minutes right now, and that's my two workouts. Wrong. You have to do 45 minutes, and then you have to wait at least 3 hours or more before you can do the other 45 minutes, because the other 45 minutes has to be outdoors. So one of those two workouts has to be outdoors. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, if there's a blizzard, if there's a thunderstorm, if there is a heat index of 125 degrees, it doesn't matter. One of your workouts has to be outdoors. And this is the mental toughness piece, to where you are out there in the conditions, figuring it out. And if you know it's going to rain in the evening, based on the weather forecast, then what should you do? Maybe you should arrange your calendar to work out in the morning. Whatever it is, but it requires you to be proactive. It requires you to be inconvenienced, and it requires you to have a level of structure to your day. That's the idea behind it. So 45 minutes, two workouts, one has to be outdoors, and they have to be separate. The second thing is you got to drink a gallon of water every single day. That's a lot of water, folks. A gallon of water every single day. That's a big, massive jug, right? That you got to haul around all day, or you got to track your water, but a gallon of water. The next thing is you have to read 10 pages of a personal development self-help book or business book. It has to be nonfiction, and it cannot be a Kindle. It cannot be audio. It has to be a physical book that you're reading that's nonfiction and for personal development purposes. 10 pages a day, no matter what. If you do 9 pages, you start from day one, 10 pages a day. Number 4, you have to take a selfie picture every single day. A selfie picture is you taking a progress picture of yourself. So every day you're seeing incremental change. And when you see the picture 15 days later from day one, you're going to see progress, right? And that's for your own inspiration. It's for your own track record. There's no need to post it on social media. It's for your own sake. And a progress picture means shirt off, appropriate attire for your selfie picture, depending on male or female. You dress accordingly to show, your actual progress, right? And then the fifth thing, you have to be on a diet. And not many people like that word diet because, nutrition should be a lifestyle. But let's just say for the program, it's a diet. And that means that you get to pick whatever diet you're going to be on for these 75 days, and you're going to select it, and you're going to be on a strict, it could be the Atkins diet, it could be a vegan diet, it could be intermittent fasting, it could be calorie counted eating regimen, whatever it is, as long as you're on a strict diet. Number 6, no cheat foods, no alcohol. That's a tough one. I like cold beer. But no cheat foods, no alcohol, and cheat foods is any kind of junk food. It could be donuts, popcorn, candy, soda, whatever. None of that stuff, and zero alcohol on any level. Those are the 6 things every single day for 75 days straight. Again, I did this program 4 times successfully. They say the finishing rate is less than 50%. So if 10 people start, less than 5 will finish the first time successfully. And it usually takes people a couple of times to do it successfully. Depends on your mental toughness, depends on your level of discipline and willpower, and you name it, right? I encourage all of you out there, if you want to shake your tree a little bit, you want to refresh your life a little bit, you want to go out the gates into the new year ready with vibrancy in your health and wellness, take on 75 hard before the year ends. Don't wait till January 1st. Just say, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it now. So I am going to do it. I'm doing it October 9th. That's my date. And let me give you a little ninja secret. I said, if I'm going to do it and I'm going to complete it, the best way for me to ensure that I complete it is let me get a group of people together to do it with me, and I facilitate the group and have a private Facebook group, accountability group that's free. And I have a bunch of people doing it with me, and I'm leading the thing. So because I'm leading it, there's definitely no way I'm going to fail. And that's how I, give myself the support I need to do it, right? So I'm doing it October 9th. I'm starting October 9th, and guess what? I said, how many people out there want to do it with me? There are 20 people who raised their hand that are going to do it with me come October 9th. Raphael is one of them. He just doesn't know it yet. So that being the case, that's my encouragement to you. This program is phenomenal. I encourage you guys to check it out, to look into it, to do it, right? Or do whatever it is that you're going to do. But in order for you to show up in the best way in your life and in your business and in all the moving parts, right? Because there's 10 life domains and they're all interconnected, and you got to make sure you're functioning at the highest level across the board. You got to put your health and wellness intact. You got to put it in a place where it's where it needs to be. So keep in mind, there's short-term and long-term fitness goals, and the easiest thing to do is to lose a bunch of weight, get in shape, and then 10 times faster, you're going to gain it all back if you're not careful, right? So you got to be really cautious about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So my recommendation, if you're out there and you're thinking, well, how do I get started? Where do I start? There's a basic foundation of where you can start. First of all, don't start off by going to get a gym membership, because 9 out of 10 times, guess what happens? There is so much inconvenience to leave your house to go to a physical gym. I just recommend, and this is my recommendation, and there's an argument for both sides of just about anything. So I know there's a lot of people out there who would disagree with me, but I would say start off with body weight exercises in your home for 10 or 15 minutes a day. Very basic. Do 15 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, 15 crunches, 15 jumping jacks, 15 squats, and like 10 burpees. I'm just throwing some things out there. You can create your own plan. If you do this every day for 2 weeks, you're going to feel a heck of a lot better, and you're going to be a lot more inspired, and you're going to see some results, assuming you're curbing your food intake, right? And you're watching what you eat, because there's no such thing as outworking a bad diet. Can I tell you that? So many people work out real hard, get the sweat, and then they go stuff their mouth with like 3 portions of food and, a couple cocktails and dessert, right? So you got to watch what you eat, just like you watch what you're doing physically with your exercise, right? So that's my encouragement. Start off with body weight exercises, right? Very, very important stuff. That would be foundational. There is no need for weights and fancy gym equipment and all those things. All you need to do is do some body weight exercises at home. Get started with that. Keep it simple, right? The next thing I will tell you is that phase of body weight exercises, 2 weeks, maximum 6 weeks. And then you can start going to the gym, right? Then it makes sense for you to start going to the gym. But I wouldn't go to the gym and start doing all that until you have some kind of foundational piece, because the biggest piece, the biggest recipe for disaster is going too hard, too quick, all in, and it's not sustainable. And then what happens? We pull back, we throw in a towel. It was a nice run. Why do you think January 1st the gyms are full? And then by February, mid-February, they're empty again? Because of that. So create some sustainable goals. Create a plan of action. Start simple, small, simple steps, atomic habits. Build upon that little by little. The lowest hanging fruit is the carpet in your living room. And then you go outside and you start adding walking around your neighborhood. And then from there you start jogging. And then from there you start running a mile a day. And then you can get to 2 miles a day. And only when you have some sustainability and you start seeing some results and you start feeling better, then consider going to a gym. And then don't go to the gym for 2 hours. Go to the gym for 30 minutes for weight training while you're doing what you do at home to supplement. And you start doing these things little by little, and guess what? Before you know it, you're in shape. And then before you know it, it's a lifestyle. And then before you know it, you're firing across all cylinders and you're performing at the highest levels. And that's what it's all about. But it starts with a decision, followed by a commitment, followed by massive action with consistency, discipline, mental toughness, laser focus. Don't look back, look forward. Whatever you want with your health and wellness, you can achieve as long as you decide today. And don't put off what you can do today, tomorrow. Start now. That's my 2 cents. All right, so I will introduce our next amazing speaker. I hope you're sitting forward. I hope you're ready. Noemi Beres is the co-owner of Podcast Connections. She helps entrepreneurs and business owners share their knowledge and connect them to quality podcast shows. In addition, Noemi is dedicated to helping experts grow their businesses with interviews. She started to work with the online marketing field back in 2007. Noemi has a master's degree in Danish Literature and Language. She's a linguist, content creator, and master organizer. That sounds very unique. I can't wait to hear that. Noemi is also a collage artist. She makes paper, digital, and hand-sewn collages on canvas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Noemi Beres. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Sifu and Jose. I really appreciate to be here today. And wow, I learned already so much from you two here. I'm just sitting and listening and getting all this information in. And I want to share my story because I'm not a fitness expert and I was never really into sports. So yeah, Sifu, sorry. And I was the one always, sitting in the library, reading at university and focusing on my studies, focusing on my future. So I didn't really have time. That was my excuse, to do exercise and stuff. I always loved walking and swimming, but that was it. And I didn't really bother with anything. And then when I started to work as an entrepreneur in 2007, and that was back in Ireland, I, focused on my job. And you sit on your butt a lot when you're in front of your computer, especially if you're an online entrepreneur. So it's a really hard space to be because you want to earn money. You have to set up a business, but oh yes, you have to move and you have to walk. So that was the time when I started to walk around, and I lived in a beautiful country, Ireland, and there was a seaside next to us. So I went to the beach and walked there a lot, but it wasn't enough for me. So I didn't really bother with sport and fitness. And I was just focusing on, my job done, sending out those emails and, getting everything ready for the next day. But I didn't really concentrate on my nutrition or, workouts or anything like that. And that was in my 20s. And you are fine in your 20s and you're okay. And, but time went by and you felt that you started to have these aching joints and different part of your body just started to ache because you didn't move and you didn't concentrate on your on your health and wellness. And especially for women when you have kids, like I gave birth to my son in my early 30s, and that's when's the time when your body just like changing and you're mentally, physically, in every way you're going to change. And that happened to me as well. I put on a lot of weight, I lost the weight, I put on it again, and I was busy with work, I was busy with my son, I didn't have time to exercise, I didn't bother with exercise. And I reached a stage of my life, and that was 2020. For me it was 2019. And I went through a lot of trauma during that time because I lost my father and lost my grandmother in the same year. And I went through a lot and I have to cope with a lot. And that I couldn't concentrate on anything because mentally, physically, I wasn't in that space to focus on my self-care or focus on myself. And then when you reach your 40s, it's everything. Now it's like female, body changing again. So it was, I realized that I have to do something because I can't continue like this. So that was the time. Then I started to think about maybe I have to work with a coach. I'm not talking about fitness coach, but I'm talking about a leadership coach who can help me to get somewhere in life and mentally. And then when I'm mentally ready, my physical state will change too. So that was a huge help for me because I started to work on myself, and self-care started to play a very important part in my life. And mindset, positivity, I'm into law of attraction as well. So I started to focus on these things step by step, and they became very important. I started to meditate. I started to do Tai Chi. And now I reached that stage that, okay, I can get I just can't get enough like workout in the morning because I love doing it. I get up and that's the first thing. I drink water, I get out. I always exercise outside because I live in a Mediterranean country in Cyprus, Europe. So it's a beautiful place to exercise outside next to the pool. I go for long walks. I have a routine because I think it's just so important to set up a routine when you work from home, when you work remotely, and you can get lost with your job and your Zoom calls coming all day long. So you have to have a routine each morning and evening to start your morning and just wind off. So every morning I go outside, I do my, weightlifting stuff, and I do my squats. I have like YouTube videos downloaded, so I follow them, and I don't go to gym. I mean, we don't even have a gym in the place where I live. It's a tiny place, but I do my exercise every single day. I don't miss a skip, and it's just really important for me. And then I meditate, like about 20 minutes every morning. I start my day with meditation. That's also very important. And then in the evening, when I finish all my Zoom calls, because all my clients, most of them, 99% of my clients are from the US. I have like late evening Zoom calls. Like today is like 7:50 p.m. and I'm sitting in front of the screen. So I have late nights. So I go for a walk, and I don't care if it's, if it's raining or if it's dark or whatever. I go for my walk religiously every single evening because I need that exercise before I go to bed. My mind and head is just buzzing with all the information I'm getting from people from all around the world. So I need that routine. I need to set up that routine to have, like, mentally and physically, to have a better quality life. And so it brought me this mindset change, and how my coach helped me with the mindset change helped me to be in a better place. And I really enjoy doing that. And every day I just feel like, okay, it's a new day, a new start. I have to do it. And I just, stick to my routines. I'm really consistent and persistent in business and what I do in business. And that applies for my, workout routines and meditation as well. I do it every morning. And I love it. I enjoy it. So now I'm not saying I'm addicted, because addiction is not a good word, but I'm converted to fitness, and I enjoy the journey. And I think there's a long way to go for me. And I love swimming, for example. I love swimming in the sea. I live close by, so I enjoy that too. I love being in nature and just walk, just move, because we spend so much time in front of our screen. Especially if you're an online entrepreneur, if you work from home, you just forget to do anything, and you're just sitting on your butt every day. And you have to drink your water, and you have to move around. And we can't live without that.
Yeah, I love that you're serving yourself in order to serve your clients. And by the way, I want to thank you for sending me so many clients. So I appreciate you. I really appreciate that. When we consider the connections that we make, Jose just talked about a great plan of what to do, a plan that you can follow, and it doesn't cost you anything, but it does cost you. It costs you pulling that nail out of your coffin if you don't follow the plan, if you don't do something for you. Every day that you sit on your butt, man, there's another nail coming, and you're helping it there. So we need to understand that in order for us to be able to make better connections, movement must be one of them. I consider all the connections I've made, it's because I moved. Here it is. I moved towards that connection. I asked the questions. If I did not, like before I said, I asked Jose. So that was my movement to say, Jose, could you continue to be as exceptional, but do it with me as your partner? So he said yes. But if I didn't move in that direction, if I didn't ask Jose, and I know Jose because he's in the martial arts world, and so am I, he moved away from it, but he's still connected. there's no doubt that people still reach out. Am I right, Jose? People still reach out to you
This is correct.
because of everything that you've done. Your actions in your past have led you to who you are today. So your actions speak volumes. What are you doing every day to make your last days in this world exceptional? Every day. You need to move, 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 move. And like Jose said, you don't need a gym. But if you're near me, come to mine.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. There's a wonderful, what is that stat? I don't know if I'm forgetting the stat. Well, we all know that we're like, what is it, 70% water?
Mm-hmm. Or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. When I was doing 75 hard, every time and I drink more water, like you just feel so much more energized throughout your day. You know, mental clarity, cold showers,
Every day.
you know. I do cold showers. I didn't want to do cold showers, but I do cold showers now because 75 hard phase 1, which was the next level of 75 hard, required it, right? So I gave it a shot. If anybody's watching here and you're not taking cold showers, it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer.
You know what I do in my cold showers? I pray. I pray for me. Remember, we got to take care of us first. So I pray and I thank God for me. I go through my gratitude for my family. I pray for people that I know who may be going through hard times. I pray for people who are doing really well. So I pray for anyone that's connected to me in my cold showers because it opens up your pores. It opens up your process of thinking and being clear. So for me, it's going through my gratitudes. Cold showers, man, it wakes you up. I can't listen. I go to work out very early in the morning. I can't go to the gym, even if it's my gym and nobody's there. I can't go there unless I showered first. I know I'm a little weird that way, but I got to shower before I go work out. Then I shower afterwards. But I don't know. I love that feeling of cleanliness and I love that feeling of clarity. So I think that's what cold showers do for me.
Yeah, it's like a Red Bull. It's like a quick Red Bull that you just drink and you come out the shower. It's miserable. I mean, now I love it.
No, it's
But
not.
in the beginning, it was miserable. It was absolute chaos. I was screaming like a banshee, and it just wasn't pleasant. But now I look forward to it, and also you just feel like super energized. And then if you have a coffee after that, my goodness.
Well, I do without coffee and Red Bull. I can't tolerate caffeine, so I don't drink coffee, and I can't drink Red Bull. Probably I would die. But I think you don't really need that to be energized. To be honest, like if you get used to it after a while, like they say that after 21 days, if you don't do or if you do something for 21 days, then you stop doing it or you start doing it. So I stopped doing like coffee because I couldn't tolerate it or anything caffeinated. I'm fine now, so I'm just energized without it too. So.
Awesome.
You know, one of the things that Divine, you're over there and you're going, I think I need to start doing some stuff.
Oh, yes, definitely.
What do you think, Divine, that when we think about connections and fitness, how does that tie into business for you?
That's a really, really good question. Connections and fitness, like I've said earlier, just making sure that you maintain that healthy lifestyle and having those, how do you put it, consistent patterns also helps you build a lot of disciplines too when you're in your own business. So creating that discipline for the things that you do, like if you say you have a religious walk every single day, you work out for 10 minutes, you run for 10 minutes before you start your day. Even me too, like I never used to do it, but I've started having routines for things that I do every single day. Like I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do before I do anything else is brush my teeth. I come back after I brush my teeth, as I clean my area, like arrange my bed and put things together, I have like some religious music playing in the background. And once I'm done with that, I'm now in the spirit to pray. So once I'm finished, because I have those music playing, I'm now in the spirit to come back and say, okay, thank you, God, for another beautiful day. I'm about to get out and do things. Then once I finish doing that, I read my Bible. I take a chapter of a book that I'm reading, and I read that from start to finish before I pick up my phone and start texting and responding to message, because most of the time we pick up the phone and instantly we're carried away, and you're scrolling through Instagram. It's 1 hour in. It's 1 hour in. So just having that pattern and that flow and discipline of things that you do, workouts that you do every single day. Another great example is actually the Apple Watch. I just got this recently, about 2 months ago, and I set my goal for how many steps I take every single day, and how often I stand up. That's most important, because most of us, we spend so much time sitting, and we don't realize, because my sister is actually studying nursing. She's going to be a nurse soon. And I visited home recently, and she was assessing me, like she was just checking, and she looked at my legs and she goes, "You've been sitting too much. Do you stand up?" And I go, "How can you tell?" And she says, "I can see your veins. Like I can see the strain, because your legs are, it's obvious that you're not working out. You're not doing." This was about last year. She says, "It's obvious that you're not working out, you're not standing. So set your timer every hour, stand for 10 minutes, move around, do something, get out of your chair." And every time I come back, she checks me again and she goes, "Are you doing it? Are you maintaining what I asked you to do?" So I have those patterns and those systems set up. How often I work out, I have 60 minutes every single day of active working, and I have to burn 600 calories every day. And I've been holding myself accountable to making sure I'm closing all those circles. And yeah, and it's literally helped me build a lot of a better lifestyle. And also, I used to get panic attacks every time that things don't go, the way I want it to go. I instantly start to panic. I instantly go in this, "Oh my God, everything is ruining, everything is not working out." But the moment I started maintaining that consistent, workout schedule, I realized that when those situations, or even bigger situations than what I used to face come my way, I'm just like, okay, it's gonna get done. It's gonna work out. Like I'm lot more relaxed and a lot more, I don't know, I feel a lot more safe than I used to before, when I wasn't working out and I wasn't giving time for my own health. So it affects my business, because when I start to panic, my employees, it trickles down to them, and they start to panic because I'm panicking, and they start to feel stressed because I'm stressed. But when I start taking care of myself and I try to eliminate my stress, then everything else, gets done. Client work gets done on time, because I'm no longer freaking out. I'm no longer stressed, and everybody work gets done on time. So it really, really, really plays a major role for your business. I can't emphasize the importance of just taking care of your health first, and connecting to earth, connecting to the world, connecting to the things around you. I know you want to go to the gym, but sometimes just walking around to the parks, looking at the ocean, looking at the trees, enjoying the breeze. Sit down when you go out of the park, just sit for 5 minutes and just breathe the fresh air in, instead of just going to the gym and lifting. Connect to things that are around you. It helps clear up your head. And I can guarantee you're going to see better results in your business if you take care of your mental health first and your physical health. Lots of things are going to open doors for you. It's going to help you connect with people a lot more better. It's going to help with your anxiety, your stress, your depression. I am definitely a living testimony, because I have like those anxious moments, anxiety, like I'm always like stressing about things. But the moment I started to just analyze things and go, okay, you know what? Every morning I pray. I don't get off my bed without praying. And the one time I forgot, because I did a 30-day challenge. The one time I forgot, I got in the bus and I then realized, oh my God, I forgot to pray. And before everything else, I closed my eyes in the bus and I prayed. So always maintain that religious, whatever you want to do, maintain that pattern, create that consistency and discipline. It would help you eliminate even procrastination, because a lot of us deal with that too as well. It would help you eliminate procrastination, because I have to do it. I have to get it done, because nobody's coming to do it for me. I've got to do it myself. So maintaining that physical discipline also helps you maintain the mental discipline that you need to. If you want to have a schedule for when you want to eat, I know people see it as something that's strict because you have a diet and you've got to eat food that sometimes you don't like. But having that, you don't necessarily have to take away everything that you don't like and cut out all the carbs and cut out all the sugar because you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. But integrate it in your meal in a way that you're not eating it in excess, but you're also maintaining a healthy, balance between your
Yeah,
food.
I agree.
Yeah.
Diets don't work. They don't. I don't care how many diets you go on, they don't work. It's this that works. It's
Yes.
lifestyle. Great advice from everybody. Do us all a favor. Besides loving this show and liking it and sharing it with someone, maybe somebody who needs to get off their butt, share this with them and say, hey, I got this great show for you. I want you to follow it. Take a look. Not only is today a great show, but every show that we've done has been exceptional. Everybody, we want to wish you an exceptional rest of your day. Happy Friday, everybody. Ladies, such a pleasure to have you on here. Do us all a favor. Follow them. Jose, 75 Hard. Jose, I've been doing 75 Hard from the age of, I don't know, since I started walking. So I've been there every single day. I don't need to reset myself once a year. Every morning, my cold shower is my reset. Every day, what can I do better? So when Jose, what do I say to you every time you ask me how I'm doing?
Fantastic and doing better or something like that.
Exceptional and
There you
getting
go.
better every day,
There you go.
because every day I incrementally get better by reading, listening, talking, absorbing, and working out. I want to wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us. I really appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.